Hi there.
Salutations. What do you think of the place? Pretty cool, huh? The name's Gretchen. I'm in charge of all the itinerary.
You need an itinerary? What does that entail?
Oh my goodness, what doesn't it entail? There's the 2-hour all-hands meeting on the candles. Somebody's got to maintain the weekly rota for the plumping up of the sofa cushions. And I didn't even mention the 5-fingered handshake of formality. We change that twice daily, you know.
So, wait a second. You just spend all your time in meetings?
You really think we should just light up a bunch of candles without having a long meeting about it beforehand? Has everyone rolled up their sleeves? What's the consistency of the wax? Are we absolutely sure there's nothing flammable nearby?
How'd you end up in the Order of Idle Hands?
Honestly, when I got here, there was no structure at all. I mostly joined out of pity. I've got a production background, so if there's a chart or a spreadsheet involved, sign me up. I also double as the fire marshal. Can't be too careful around all these open flames.
Indeed. I have some questions about the missing hand idol. Do you remember what the idol was made of?
The idol. The Underfold idol was pretty fancy, but I couldn't tell you what it was made of.
Can you recall what gesture the idol was making?
I don't remember it being an offensive gesture. Does that help?
I suppose it narrows it down. Was there a quote on the idol?
There was. It was something involving the Undervolds.
That's all the help I need right now. I should go.
Don't be a stranger.
Jared, is it?
Brother Jared, custodian of the Silken Palms. I'm entitled to a little respect around here, thank you very much.
What does a custodian of the Silken Palms do?
It's my job, nay, my sacred duty, to ensure that all members' hands are thoroughly moisturized.
Ah, I wish I could unhear that information.
As you can tell, it's not a duty I take lightly. Nothing but moist palms all around.
Please stop saying moist. How'd you get roped into joining this secret society?
I was in it originally to help keep the company on track, you know. But over time, we got a bit hung up on the helping hands theme.
You're saying it all got rather heavy-handed?
Exactly. The next thing I know, we're talking secret handshakes, the best hand creams, cuticle care, the works. I'm way too far down this rabbit hole to climb out now.
Now, I have some questions about the hand idol.
Of course, I'll try to help as best I can.
Do you remember what the idol was made of?
Oh, you mean the Lady Unterwelt idol? Well, it was definitely silver. Or was it solid gold? Oh dear, it's been too long, I'm afraid.
Can you recall what gesture the idol was making?
Well, it was certainly a hand gesture.
Can you recall any specifics?
Sorry, pal. If you moisturize enough hands, they all kind of blur together.
Was there a quote on the idol?
A quote? Yes, there was definitely something sentimental about it.
That's all the help I need right now.
Sorry, I couldn't be more helpful.
Talk to you later. I have to go.
See you around.
How odd. There's a section here that looks like it's been altered. Hello.
Ah, our latest recruit. Putting yourself to good use.
What can you tell me about the keeper of many idols?
Brother Brian, he has a good eye for detail. We put him on security most nights. He seems to enjoy it. We like to keep him busy, you see.
How'd you end up as the leader of a secret society?
Same as all the other secret societies. We took a vote.
I have some questions about the hand idol.
Fire away.
Do you remember what the idol was made of?
Let me think. Some sort of metal, was it? No, that's not right. You know, the same guy who made the idol also sculpted the Unterwald busts.
You mean the statues I've seen around the train?
I wouldn't be surprised if they used the same material.
Can you recall what gesture the idol was making?
Ah, I remember it being a majestic pose. I always thought it captured Lady Unterwald perfectly.
I don't suppose you remember the quote on the idol?
I think it was something sappy. Was it something about family?
That's all the help I need right now.
Very well. Anything else?
I should be leaving now.
Farewell.
Mr. Liu,
How can I be of assistance?
what can you tell me about the missing idol?
I'm afraid the whereabouts of this idol eludes me. I don't recall seeing it before. You should know I think this whole thing is completely absurd, if that's any consolation.
Not particularly. What's going on with you and Lady Unterwald?
It is my intention to take ownership of the Unterwald Empire. I believe this is in everyone's interest, including Lady Unterwald.
How would selling the business benefit Lady Unterwald?
It's my understanding that the Unterwald Empire is suffering from financial difficulties. I'll reveal more once our meeting begins, but I'd be more than willing to take it off her hands.
So, it's purely all business with you and Lady Unterwald?
Well, I assure you that's none of your concern.
Am I to understand you're a member of the Order of Idle Hands?
It's true. I was once an active member of the Order. I thought we were doing necessary work. But it soon devolved into secret handshakes and petty rituals. Eventually, all this bureaucracy seemed to prevent anything from being achieved.
I assume the bureaucracy hasn't improved.
No, it's worse.
That's all I need to know right now.
Sure.
Herman, how can I help?
What can you tell me about the missing idol?
It's modeled after Lady Unterwald's own hands. I remember that much. We haven't convened a formal meeting for some time, but I'm sure it'll turn up.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the missing idol?
Let's see. I remember the idol feeling heavy in my hands. There was definitely some weight to it.
What is this place exactly?
We are the Order of Idle Hands.
The name is appropriate. You can't get anything done.
Now, Mr. Liu, we're all trying our best.
The Order of Idle Hands?
Think of us as the guiding hand of the Underworld Empire.
Listen, I don't do cults. Not again. Not after the last time.
We exist only to protect Lady Underwald's interests and actively work to keep things running smoothly.
I see. It all seems a bit, theatrical?
Yes, well, admittedly, we might have got a bit carried away.
What does Lady Unterwald think of the Order?
We decided it would be best if Lady Underwald stayed unaware of our activities.
Don't you think all this subterfuge risks undermining her?
I want to be clear that Lady Underwald still runs the show. We only wish to point her in the right direction. I took a risk bringing you here, Detective. I trust that you can be discreet for all our sakes.
What's Jean Liu doing here?
John is one of us, or at least he was. I thought he'd left our order some time ago. Regardless, he's called for a formal meeting and we must abide.
Never mind.
See you around, Detective.
Brian, isn't it?
What's it to you, outsider?
Outsider?
Did you gain entrance to our sanctum honorably, with the five-fingered handshake of formality?
I think I was unconscious when the doctor dragged me in here.
Well, that makes you an outsider.
What are all these idols for, anyway?
Each one of these idols has a purpose. We use them to keep things orderly. We have strict protocols, and we follow the rules here. Something an outsider like you wouldn't know about, of course.
What's all this talk of a handshake?
You don't know about the handshake? What is the point of me guarding that curtain all day if they're going to let people in who don't even know about the handshake?
If you taught me the handshake, would I still be an outsider?
Well, the handshake gets changed every few hours. Besides, you're here now.
Are you sure you don't want to teach me the handshake?
They'll just change it in a few hours. I'd rather not waste my time.
I heard you're the keeper of idols. I need a specific one.
Look, there are a lot of idols back here. If you can narrow it down, I might be able to find what you're looking for. Do you remember the gesture the idol was making?
I believe the gesture was a peace sign.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. We still need to be sure we have the right idol. Was there an inscription on it?
Oh, I don't actually know.
Let me know when you have all the details.
Hello, Brian.
Yes, outsider?
I have to go.
I'll be keeping an eye on you, outsider.
I suspect the rosebud could put an elephant to sleep. There's something written here, but it's too small to make out. Dedicated to my beloved wife, my dear Junebug. Yours forever, George. The door is bolted shut. I'm not getting through there. How odd. There's a section here that looks like it's been altered. Let's see what secrets lie underneath this painting. Uh-oh, it's looking a little smeary. I should be able to fix it. Oh dear. Oh? Aha! In this version of the painting, Lady Unterwald is performing a hand gesture. It might be the same one I'm looking for. So, Lady Unterwald originally held out a single finger in this painting. I wonder why they'd paint over it. Hello, Brian.
Yes, outsider.
Any luck finding that idol? I'm still looking for it.
Like I said, we've got a lot of idols back here. If you can narrow it down, I might be able to find what you're looking for. Do you remember the gesture the idol was making?
It was a single finger being held out.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. We still need to be sure we have the right idol. Was there an inscription on it?
Dedicated to my beloved wife, my dear Junebug.
Let's see here. Nothing but junk in this pile. I don't even know what this thing is. Nope. Wait a minute. What's this? Aha! I think I've got it!
Oh, you found it?
Have a look. The all-hands-meeting idol. It's exactly as you described.
Thanks!
Took a bit of searching, I tell ya. It had fallen behind a few pallets of industrial-grade moisturizer.
It's an idol, no doubt modeled after Lady Unterwald's own hand. I found the hand idol you were looking for.
You have? Let me have a look. Yes, I remember now. This is the one. Good news, everyone. We can finally get down to business. Jean, would you care to begin?
Finally. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid time is of the essence. We cannot procrastinate while Lady Unterwald's estate hangs in the balance.
What do you mean?
It is known that Lady Unterwald has driven her own family mad with paranoia, to the point where they openly conspire against her. It has come to my attention that the Unterwald estate is approaching insolvency. I have offered to buy Lady Unterwald out, but she rebuffs me at every turn. I need to know I have the support of this order to do what needs to be done.
This is all grave news, Jean, but as you know, we only offer a nudge in the right direction. We're not here to force Lady Unterwald's hand.
Lady Unterwald is compromised. If we do not move swiftly, there won't be an empire to preserve.
I propose we deliberate on this information and put forth a proposal in the coming weeks.
What?
All those in favor?
Aye.
I.
Aye.
And all those against?
Nay. Nay, I say. We must act now.
Well, I believe the ayes have it.
He's not even a member of the order.
Irrelevant, Jean. The rules state that everyone present can cast a vote.
Well, what about the drunkard? Does he not get a say? Your decision isn't final until everyone has cast their vote.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Mr. Masson, what say you?
Was that for or against?
I couldn't tell.
Well then, I'm afraid we're deadlocked until our friend here can cast his vote.
Once again, your petty rules prevent you from achieving anything.
It's room 305. It's room 302. It's room 305.
Hello? Is someone there?
Sorry! Wrong room! Ha! I guess those oysters won't be shucked anytime soon. The canister routes gas to the stove, but it seems empty. It's the entrance to the pantry. It seems to be locked shut for now. I think I'll hang on to this for now. They wouldn't appreciate that. Hello.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to initiate another emergency vote.
Once again, I must stress the time-sensitive nature of our decision.
Very good. All those in favor?
Aye!
I.
I?
Aye.
And all those against?
Nay.
Mr. Masson? Well, that provided no more clarity than our previous vote.
This should get you talking again. Hello.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to initiate another emergency vote.
Once again, I must stress the time-sensitive nature of our decision.
Very good. All those in favor?
Aye!
I.
I?
Aye.
And all those against?
Nay.
Mr. Masson?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
No!
It seems we have come to an agreement. Sorry, Jean. We'll do things by the book here.
I've tried things your way, but it is clear my efforts here have been fruitless. I see now I must take matters into my own hands.
Well, that sounded ominous.
My word. I'll catch up with him before he does anything rash.
You! Where have you been?
I'm sorry.
You said you're a detective, right?
I said I'm a novelist. I write detective novels.
That's close enough. I need your assistance, detective novelist.
What's the problem?
It's my boys! I sent them to eavesdrop, repair that ventilation system. But they haven't come back.
They're stuck inside the ducts?
I could direct them back with my horn, but I blew it out last time. I should have known they'd get lost in there.
You need me to fix your hearing horn?
Get those musician friends of yours to have a look at it. They're always blowing into their brass instruments. They'll know what to do.
Doesn't this thing go in your ear? I'm not so...
Please hurry. My boys. They have no sense of direction.
Can't you get this hearing horn fixed yourself?
Don't you think I tried that already? That upstart stage manager wouldn't let me through. I saw your name has made it onto the guest list, however.
How does repairing the horn help your boys?
Well, no doubt they've gotten into some pointless argument again. Blowing into this horn is the only way to break their endless back and forth. Otherwise, they'll just bicker indefinitely.
Why did you send your boys into the ventilation system?
I don't have to explain myself to you. They were merely attempting some minor repairs.
Are you sure you didn't send them in there to eavesdrop?
Oh, I've been a terrible mother. But I needed to know what my dear sister's intentions were. It goes directly over her quarters. I'm sure they'd be able to hear something. Or perhaps I've been too hard on them. They're emotionally stunted, after all.
I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out themselves.
Now isn't the time for jokes, Detective. Please hurry. My boys, they have no sense of direction.
How can I repair this hearing horn?
Weren't you listening? I blew out the mouthpiece on my horn, so I can't call my boys back. Get those musician friends of yours to have a look at it.
You mean Balboa Swing?
They're always blowing into their brass instruments. They'll know what to do.
I'll see what I can do.
Perfect. Come find me when you're done.
He's back.
There he is. Back for more, are you?
Hey, get over here.
How's the paw holding up? All good?
A little sore, but fine, all things considered. May I join you?
Of course. Take a seat.
Are you still not performing on stage?
We'll probably get back up there eventually. I'm still feeling mighty demoralized, personally.
Your true blue determination was truly inspiring, however.
Are you saying I managed to inspire you?
Too right. Took that knife like a champ. Barely batted an eye before you passed out. Say, I reckon a new song's a brewing.
Yeah, I can feel it.
A song about my bravery, you mean?
Yeah, nah, listen, fellas. How about Butterfinger Blues?
That's not bad. I was thinking Gutter Blade Groove. Ah, Slippin' Steel Symphony.
Yeah, now you're talking.
How's that song coming along?
The creative juices are flowing now. It definitely has legs. I can see the potential.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be a ripper of a song.
Could you have a look at this horn? It's broken.
Crikey. Is this a hearing aid?
It seems to produce a sound regardless.
Not anymore. Check out the reed on this. It's knackered, mate.
I reckon you'll need a replacement reed.
Do you have a spare? It's rather urgent.
I've only got the one, and I need it for my sax.
Couldn't I just borrow the reed? I'll bring it back.
You know it goes in your mouth, right? I don't think so.
Tell you what, how about another round of knifey stab?
I don't think that's such a good idea.
If you can beat me at knifey stab, we'll hand it over.
Byron, what about my sax? I need it.
The man said it was urgent, and we're not using it right now.
Where did you learn about knifey stab?
From me mum, of course. We used to play it all the time back home. It was a riot. A real bonding moment, you know? Would you believe that's the first time anyone's got hurt playing knifey stab?
I do find that hard to believe.
Yeah, honest. Just a couple of scratches here and there, of course.
Do you have any leads on your missing set list?
Not yet, but we'll find them. Don't worry. They always return to the scene of the crime.
I'll leave you to your game.
See you around.
Oh.
May I join you?
Of course. Take a seat.
I accept your challenge. Let's play knifey stab.
Good on you, mate. Did you bring the knife back? It was embedded in your hand last I saw it.
Not to worry. I have it right here.
As the reigning champ, I'll go first. Watch and learn.
He's so fast.
She's a slippery one.
He's still got everything under control.
Oh, Nelly! Crikey! That nearly went through my bleeding hand.
I think we need to stop playing this game, Byron.
So, does that mean I win?
You got me on a technicality, but it's fair dinkum. Fix the man's horn. He's won it fair and square.
Fine. Give it here. I'll replace the reed. There we go.
Most appreciated.
Right. I think we should call it quits for now.
I'll leave you to your game.
See you around.
Here, I've had your hearing horn repaired.
Oh, bravo! But come, we must act quickly. The boys must be so scared, and it's almost their nap time. They get cranky if they don't have their nap.
I can't believe you talked me into this, you blockhead. I was sure it was this way.
Get out of there, both of you! It's not designed to support your weight!
Hey, it's Gunther who can't stop snacking. At least I know about portion control.
Enough!
But Mother, we found the entrance to Lady Unterwald's office.
You did?
The vent narrows too much. We can't get through.
Were you able to hear anything?
It sounds like arguing, but it's too muffled.
Maybe you could squeeze through, Herman.
I don't know about that.
Great idea, Mummy.
Yes, I know. It's all coming together. Quickly now.
I don't think...
I understand your concerns, Lady Unterwald, but I really must press you for an answer.
I refuse to be rushed into a decision, John.
I know this must be difficult, but the Unterwald Empire would be safe in my hands.
Is that what you think?
You'd rather entrust your legacy to those incompetent nephews of yours? Your scheming sister-in-law? Oh, you know she wants the estate for herself. Just listen to that. Your empire is crumbling around you.
No, Jean, we don't have a deal. I've made up my mind.
You must reconsider.
You think I'd sell to some oil baron who's just looking to buy out his competition? Over my dead body, Jean!
You think our solution is going to just drop out of the sky?
Oh, dear.
My goodness! Is he dead?
He's not moving.
What's that in his hand?
Mr. Liu? There's something in his hand, but it's clenched too tight. This might help loosen his grip.
What is it, Herman?
It's a photograph of a woman. Wait, there's something scrawled on the back. Informant. Wear blue suit with red rosette for identification. Board, Royce Express. Await further instructions from contact.
So, this was John's plan all along.
If he couldn't buy you out, he was going to inform on you.
It seems so. But we have bigger problems now. This lady is still expecting to meet her informant.
I see. As long as she meets someone matching this description...
She won't be any the wiser. Help me with the body, Herman. We'll hide Mr. Liu away until we can figure out our next steps. We'll need to seal it, just in case we have people snooping around.
There! I've managed to staple it shut. What should we do now?
We'll need to get this suit to Mr. Ackerman, my estate attorney. Knowing Arthur, he'll have locked himself in his quarters, no doubt poring over some legal mumbo-jumbo. First, you'll need to lure him out. You might have some luck with the fuse box in the sleeper carriage.
The fuse box.
He might need some persuading, but this letter should suffice. Try to be discreet, will you?
I'll do my best, Lady Unterwald.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm afraid of.
I'm glad we could assist each other today.
Hello.
Yes. Did you need something?
I should probably leave you to it.
See you around.
What do we have here?
We're waiting to be seated because someone forgot to make a dinner reservation.
I thought you were going to do it.
Let's see what we've got in here. If I pull at this wiring, it should cut power to the rooms.
Whoa. Who turned out the lights?
Damn. Looks like I've lost power to the room. I should probably take a break anyway.
Herman Merman, detective extraordinaire. There, that should do it.
I knew it! Herman Merman! Oh, I'm such a huge fan!
Oh, so you're familiar with my cases.
Herman, just stick to your story. Stop embellishing.
What? This is exactly how I remember it. There's a letter for you on the dresser.
And the suit?
It's a much-needed change of attire. Those were Lady Unterwald's words, of course.
Our records show that you were in the luggage storage room when the murder took place.
That's right. Arthur came running in to tell me there'd been a murder. They needed a detective after all. I was happy to step up. Hand me the will, Arthur. We should be able to wrap this up in no time at all.
Your first instinct was to rush to the scene of the crime? That doesn't sound like you.
It was merely an opportunity to put my detectiving skills to the test. But more importantly, I needed to know if I was also a target.
Go on.
I thought if I could convince the killer I was onto them, perhaps they'd back off.
But your plan fell apart when the attorney lost the will, didn't it, Herman?
I hope you weren't counting on it for your big reveal.
Well, Help! Somebody get me out of here!
would you say you were hiding in that wardrobe, Herman?
It's hard to say. I was busy weighing up my options, considering my next moves.
That's Herman. He sounded terrified. Do you think he's wrapped up in Lady Unterwald's death?
I can't say for sure, but I think it's time we found out.
They can't know about Jean, Herman. Keep it together. Think, Herman. Think! Of course. Ho ho! You've outdone yourself this time, old chap. Herman Merman, master of disguise. No. I think I might be on to something here. Herman Merman, you've done it again. I should be able to get on the roof with these. Now I can slip back to my quarters unnoticed. I've made it to the sleeper carriage. If I can get to my quarters.
It's locked. What do you think? We could break down the door, or wait here. See if that snooping detective comes crawling back.
Oh, my.
Oh, good evening, Mom.
Good evening. I was just passing by.
There's nothing untoward going on here. We seem to have misplaced our keys, that's all.
I best be off.
Bye.
Farewell. I can't risk getting to my quarters the usual way. I'll have to find another route. Uh-oh. I think I might be on to something here. With this new footwear, I should be able to slip into my room unhindered. Just a little further. Herman, you genius. Is that the missing will? If I can grab hold of it, we'll be one step closer to solving this thing. Oh my God! Ah, that sneaky little rat stole my keys. I got it.
Well done, Arthur.
Ah, just wait until I get my hands on them.
Well, Arthur?
What does it say?
I'm not sure I should...
Oh, get on with it.
All right, all right. It reads as follows.
I, Lady Unterwald, being of sound mind and legal capacity, leave my entire estate to... Arthur Ackerman.
What?
Well, that's a twist.
You poisonous goat! You turned her against us!
We were right to distrust you. Hand over that will. Hey, that's your hearing horn.
It's all starting to make sense now.
What is it, Mother?
Arthur clearly manipulated my dear sister's living will in his own favor.
No!
Then murdered her to claim the estate for himself.
It's not what it looks like.
Oh dear.
Seize him!
You! Oh, it took me hours, but I finally clawed my way out of that case.
Mr. Liu, where have you been?
Uh-oh.
Oh, thought you could get away with it, did you?
What the hell did I do?
But you idiot! This imposter is walking around in my suit.
I am?
And where is his accomplice, that bumbling detective?
I'm afraid he vanished without a trace. We'll likely never see him again. Oh, my goodness! That woman needs our assistance!
Don't worry, I've got her. No, I've got her. You're interfering with my heroic rescue! Now that's a twist!
Harmon Merman, how kind of you to rejoin us.
Now, what are we going to do with you?
Oh, look! Another tunnel.
Look, lady, we just want to know the truth. Can't you just tell us what happened?
I'd love to tell you, officer, but I'm afraid it's all classified. Top secret. My lips are sealed.
Bailey, we've been at this for days. I'm not sure if I have it in me anymore.
Diana, please. We're all just looking to wrap this up.
Was it money? Vengeance? A burning hatred for the elderly?
The tragic death of Lady Unterwald wasn't my doing. In fact, it made my mission terribly complicated.
Mission? What mission?
We found you at the scene, Diana, but you weren't on the manifest. There's no record of you ever boarding the train.
Probably just a clerical error. I'm sure it happens all the time.
It's highly suspicious, you have to admit.
This is the sort of detail that could be very compelling to a jury.
Fine. I can tell you aren't going to stop asking, but it won't do you any good, you know.
Start at the beginning.
Oh, my first mission in the field. I can hardly believe it. Oh, there's so much to remember. So much that can go wrong. I feel like I'm sweating buckets. I'm nervous, April. Was this a mistake?
Hey, you've earned this. Don't you forget that. Besides, didn't you want the chance to show those losers in accounting how it gets done?
You're right. It just doesn't feel real to me yet.
You're just too used to being underestimated and ignored by a bunch of relics in their stuffy suits.
Pretty much anyone with a modicum of power, if you think about it. Now they want to put me on a mission. In the field. I'm not sure that it makes sense.
Talking of stuffy suits, here comes one now.
Ladies, how are we this fine morning?
Morning, Phil.
April Benelli, as you very well know, my name is not Phil. If you insist on addressing me by name, it's Sir Philately Stamp.
Yes, Sir Philately Stamp. Sorry, sir.
Let's just dispense with the pleasantries, shall we? Diana, there's no easy way to say this. You're off the mission.
What?
Oh, I stand corrected. There was an easy way to say it. Word came from up top. We're to shut down this whole unit.
But why?
Oh, the usual. Something about a bloated budget, the numbers not adding up. Accounting is ironically quite unaccountable when it comes to things like answering questions. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. If you came here looking for mission gadgets or to requisition a vehicle, I'm afraid we already relocated anything useful. Now, I best be off. This red tape isn't going to put itself up.
Oh, April. This was my best shot at getting into the field. I'm just so tired of being a civil servant.
Is that right? Well, I'm tired of being civil. Come on, we're getting you on that train.
What do you mean?
If they won't let you join the party, we'll crash it in style. This bike could be our ride out of here, Diana. It's a little beaten up, but it should still be salvageable. What do you think?
Brilliant! I'll take a look around.
If we get this bike working, I'll drive us right out of here.
Damn, no wonder they left it here. Bike's all out of fuel and the wiring has seen better days. Oh, I'm too late. It's already been cleaned out. Yep, still smells like fuel. Now, how do I go about retrieving it? Someone left out one of those pneumatic tube pods. This could come in handy. Let's see what we're working with here. Ah, blast! The engine's been ripped out. I'll just have to work with these other parts. It's firmly attached. I can't pull it out with my bare hands. They must be used to dispatch items across the headquarters. It's so unfair. Field agents always get the coolest gadgets. Hello, Quartermaster.
What do you need?
I'd like to requisition a vehicle, please.
Do you have a vehicle requisition authorization form?
I don't have the form, but I have a scrappy can-do attitude.
Even if you had the paperwork, I don't have anything to give you. The top brass came in early, totally cleaned me out of all the good stuff.
So, Stamp was right. This whole place is getting shuttered?
Look around. They've just left the junk and the prototypes.
And you? Do you have any gadgets to spare for my mission?
Yeah, I've still got some leftover stock back here. Do you know what you're looking for?
A set of explosive time delay pencils.
Yeah, we've got some of that incendiary stationery.
Great.
Can't give it to you, though. There's no way you've got the clearance to handle explosives.
Ah. What are all those pneumatic tubes for?
It's all part of the ordering system. Orders come in via these tubes, and it's up to me to fulfill those orders.
Wow! So you can send and receive objects between those pipes? And they all go to different departments?
Mm-hmm. That's the gist of it.
On second thought, I don't need anything.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a wire kit? That looks like it could be useful.
That'll be the official field agent wiring kit.
Sounds perfect. I'll take one.
Are you heading out on a mission?
Well, my mission was postponed. Indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. I can't give it to you then. Sorry.
There's nothing in there that I can use. Red tape got in the way yet again. It's premium mouse feed. It kind of looks like muesli. Agent experiment results. Subject demonstrated a predictable fondness for cheese. Henchman-grade stun guns? Sign me up! Oh, of course the boxes are all empty. Morning, sir.
Diana.
What's all this about budget cuts?
We've had to tighten the belt, I'm afraid. Some of our more experienced agents required the funds, you see. Those weaponized vehicles, tuxedos, and elaborate dinner parties aren't cheap, it turns out. Don't worry, you can keep the dress. I know the tech team worked for months to incorporate those pockets.
How can I prove myself if nobody gives me the opportunity?
You'll get your opportunity. We're just asking you to wait a little longer. In a few months, I'm sure you'll be even more prepared.
I really must protest the cancellation of my mission.
Protest away.
I am protesting!
I meant away from here. We can't have any rabble-rousing on government grounds.
When can I expect my mission to be reassigned?
You'll just have to wait for next year's budget to come through. I'm sure we'll find another mission for you by then.
That's months from now!
We could always reassign you to accounting, if you'd like.
Ugh. You can spare me working with those bureaucrats at least.
This is the Inland Revenue, Diana. We're all bureaucrats here.
I thought red tape was just an expression.
In order for governments to cut through their red tape, there must be sufficient tape to cut through. You think it just appears out of thin air? Someone has to do it.
I guess I didn't think of it that way.
Who better than the finest bureaucrats at Inland Revenue?
Why do you have my partner locked up?
I'm afraid Agent M is a defective prototype.
Defective?
Even with 6 months of training, the only thing she picked up was a bad case of kleptomania. Your partner is nothing more than a miniature thief, I'm afraid.
How can I prove myself if nobody gives me the opportunity?
You'll get your opportunity. We're just asking you to wait a little longer. In a few months, I'm sure you'll be even more prepared.
What do you intend to do with Agent M?
Well, we can't release her back into the field. One whiff of jewelry and she'd go on a crime spree.
I'll leave you to your tape.
Be seeing you.
Hello, cutie. What are you doing here?
Ah, I see you've met Agent M. She was to be your partner.
Wait, this is Agent M. You told me she was a field agent.
No, I believe I said she's from a field.
You might not be perfect, but I'll take any help I can get. You're coming with me, Agent M. All right, Agent M. You'll be nice and snug inside this pod. I'll just pop this in here. Ready for our little adventure, Agent M? I'll just pop this in here. Ready for our little adventure, Agent M? Psst! Agent M, grab me one of those wiring kits. A little more to the left. That's it, bring it over here. Come to Diana. That doesn't work. I managed to cut out a long length of the rubber tube. Hopefully they haven't emptied the tank yet. Here goes nothing. Oh, there's definitely fuel in that. Or something that tastes like it. It's working. Okay, I've got myself a full can of fuel to work with. All right, time to fuel up. That doesn't work. A little snip here. Cross this wire over here. There! I fixed the faulty wiring. I've rewired the bike and topped up the fuel. We should be ready to go. Hello, April.
What do you need, Diana?
How's the bike coming along?
Well, let's see. We've got a full tank of petrol, and the wiring's all fixed. You know what? I think we've only gone and done it.
You're serious? You fixed the bike?
I consider it a team effort, but yes, I fixed the bike. Just hop on whenever you're ready, and I'll get us out of here.
I can't believe Mr. Stamp cancelled my first mission.
I know. Phil is such a coward. You know what they're like upstairs, though. It's all short-term thinking.
I'm ready to get out of here.
All right. Hop on the back, and I'll get the bike started.
What's all this talk about budget cuts?
It doesn't make any sense. They were happy to spend millions on that RAT.
You mean the rodent agent training program?
Now that I think about it, that probably explains the money troubles.
I hope my equipment is still set up on the Royce Express.
I'm sure it is. Do you know how slow retrieval is? They've left our kit out in the field for months before.
I thought this was a test yard. What's with all the broken equipment?
Our field agents don't always bring their equipment back in one piece. We're lucky if they bring back anything at all.
From what Phil said, it sounds like they already relocated anything useful. What's with the pneumatic tubes?
It's a complete tube network. It's so the executives can send documents and small items down here remotely.
I guess they can't risk getting engine grease on their expensive suits.
You'll usually only find them in banks, hospitals, or eccentric people's houses.
Do you know how the tubes work?
It's pretty easy. You just load a canister in the slot and set the destination on the control panel. Why? What are you up to?
Nothing. I was just curious. I'll need to get my hands on some gadgets.
Well, normally you'd fill in a requisition form and hand it to the quartermaster. Although, with everything being shut down, I think you'll need to be a bit more creative.
The quartermaster won't let me have any gadgets.
Perhaps you can get what you need without involving the quartermaster.
You mean go behind her back?
I didn't say that. But hey, that's not a bad idea.
All right, I think that's everything for now.
Okay, keep up the good work. Listen to this kitty roar.
Ladies, what on earth are you doing?
Apologies, Mr. Stamp. Our mission awaits.
Don't you dare, Diana Osterhagen. Please, think of the paperwork involved.
See you later, Phil.
I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
There's the train.
Can you get us any closer?
I'll try. Damn it! This is as fast as we can go.
We're too far away.
Diana, think of something quick, or we're going to miss the train.
On it. April!
What is it, Diana?
The bike really can't go any faster.
I'm already going full throttle. We're going to have to boost the bike's speed if we stand a chance of catching up to the train.
How can I increase our speed if you're going full throttle?
Think, Diana. Maybe you have something that can help us out.
How are we doing for fuel?
We're doing okay, but that petrol you swiped earlier must have been old. If only we had some high-octane stuff.
I just wanted to thank you for getting me here.
Don't mention it. You can thank me when you're on that train.
I think that's enough talk for now.
You're right.
Hey, there's a bunch of gadgets in here. Where'd you get these?
Don't get too excited. They're prototypes I found in the yard. I swiped them for you, but they're probably half broken.
It's a case of explosives, disguised as harmless stationery. I can break the tip of this incendiary pencil to retrieve the gunpowder inside. I'll mix some of this fuel with the gunpowder. What do you make of this?
I don't think it's going to get us closer to that train.
Check it out. I've made a canister of high-octane fuel.
I never underestimated you for a second. What are you waiting for? Pour it in.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Hold on tight! I don't know how long we can maintain this boost. You're going to have to jump, Diana.
I made it!
Woohoo! Hey, run your objectives by me one last time.
I've got to make contact with the informant.
That's right.
I should listen in for any incriminating conversations.
And above all else,
stay out of trouble.
That's it. Good luck, Diana.
I'll contact you when I'm ready for extraction. Come on, Agent M. It's you and me against the world. Hey! Get back here! Huh. This is looking like a solo mission after all.
All right, so that explains how you got on the train. What happened next?
I believe you're well aware of what happened next, Detective.
Indulge us.
Well, it all got a bit complicated. I stuck to my orders and made contact with the informant. Or so I thought. It turns out Lady Unterwald had one last trick up her sleeve. Switching the informant out for her estate attorney. Not to mention smuggling a private detective on board, who made great effort to act out in highly suspicious and unpredictable ways.
Please, I just need more time. We had an agreement, Herman. I don't want to have to call off our deal.
I was sure Lady Unterwald was deliberately trying to evade scrutiny of her finances. Why bury mountains of contradictory paperwork in her hidden safe? If her attorney hadn't retrieved that missing will, we'd have never uncovered the truth.
What truth would that be?
Go on, Diana. What happened after you and Mr. Ackerman recovered the will?
The family insisted on an impromptu reading of the will, which distracted everyone long enough for me to poke around.
Anyone there? Help! Let me out!
Someone must be trapped inside.
You? We were supposed to make contact hours ago.
Who are you?
Where's my suit? Better yet, where is that meddling detective? Did Lady Unterwald put you up to this?
I'm afraid she's dead. How long have you been in there?
What?
There's a will reading taking place in the lounge right now.
I must stop this at once.
What is this?
Do we really believe that Lady Unterwald left her entire estate to that no-name attorney?
Damn!
Arthur had access to Lady Unterwald and her legal paperwork. It's a troubling thought, I must say.
The document speaks for itself, Arista. This was clearly Lady Unterwald's last wish.
Really, Doctor? You don't believe a trained attorney could have forged one of these documents?
If Arthur takes over the estate, that means we can't sell it.
That's right. No sale means no money for us.
You're making rather large assumptions, Arista. We don't know if that's the case.
What I do know is that some of us have quite expensive hobbies. Isn't that right, Bergman?
Well, but what course of action can we take?
I believe I have a solution that would benefit everyone, if you allow me.
Well, I believe that solves our problem quite effectively.
John! That's completely...
Ah, look around you, Bergman. This room is filled with documents purporting to be Lady Unterwald's last wishes. Who's to say we can't use one with slightly more favorable terms?
This is ridiculous. The Order won't stand for this.
The Order will no longer be an issue, Doctor. You could say I've handled the situation.
What have you done, John?
Bless you.
Hello, everyone.
Who are you supposed to be?
Diana Osterhagen, Inland Revenue Secret Service.
You're from the tax office. Excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to.
What's going on, John? She's heard everything.
Quiet, Odessa. I have everything under control.
She's a spy, you idiot. Boys, tie her up with the others.
Yes, Mother.
Ugh, my head. What's going on? Oh, for goodness sake.
Turns out those twins can be pretty agile when they want to be. What are you doing here?
I came to rescue you two, of course.
Well, that's just splendid! I feel safer already.
Listen, we'll need to work together to get out of here.
I'm afraid there's not much I can do from over here.
How about you, Arthur?
I think I could get a hand free. I'll give it a try. I'll handle this. I think it's working.
What's with all the wriggling? You weren't trying to escape, were you?
No, of course not.
Good, because that would be very bad for us.
We'll need to distract them somehow, Arthur.
I can't really see them from here. I don't think that's going to be of much use. Whew. The twins really made a mess of all those papers. If I wasn't preoccupied, I'd feel the urge to neatly organize it.
No time for that now, Arthur.
Herman Merman and the Suburban Burden.
Focus! We need to get out of here!
Listen, I have something to say.
Mother said we can't talk to prisoners.
She said you have clever tongues and you try to trick us.
What's your bathroom break policy?
No, no, no! I'm not messing around with those ropes again.
The knots were a total nightmare.
I'm not sure that I can hold it in any longer.
Well, maybe next time you'll go to the toilet before you commit a murder.
I was hoping you could help us resolve an argument.
Arguing? About what?
Oh, yes! If I remember correctly, Herman had some very strong views.
I did.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're probably not that interested.
No, tell us. We want to hear it.
Well... Herman thinks Hagen is the favorite child of the two.
How dare you?
No, he has a point there. It's pretty obvious that she likes me more.
How can there be a favorite when she can barely tell us apart?
Just natural intuition. And also, she told me one time.
Herman bet you couldn't beat him in a staring contest.
What?
Nonsense!
You look me in the eye and say that.
This really isn't necessary. I guess we're doing this then.
Concentrate.
Good thinking, Arthur. They're not paying attention at all.
I've got a hand free. I think I can get to my pockets.
Do you have something that can get us out of these binds?
We can do this. It's 2 versus 1.
Was that a blink? No.
him!
You know each other?
She's my assigned field agent. I'll explain later.
My eyes are starting to water.
Here, let me untie your binds.
I'm free.
Okay, move out.
Oh, this seems like a bad idea.
Jian did what? This is a grave betrayal of the Order.
I am afraid so. I think it's time we heard what Lady Unterwald has to say for herself. I managed to obtain this recording from Lady Unterwald's safe. I believe it may contain her final instructions.
Sister Gretchen, fetch the gramophone.
Ooh! I speak to you now from beyond the grave! Who dares to wake me from my eternal slumber?
We're sorry, Lady Unterwald.
Forgive us, we failed you.
I'm just kidding around. Although if you're listening to this recording, that means I've kicked the bucket. I assume things have predictably descended into chaos. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeking my guidance here. For general business inquiries, select track 1. If you have an accounting question, select track 2. If you're seeking guidance on my last will and testament, select track 3. For anything else, select track 4.
Oh, she mentioned the will. Track 3. Pick track 3.
So, you've got a question about my last will and testament, hmm? Did somebody tear it to shreds in dramatic fashion? Accidentally submerge the documents in water? Set fire to the whole bloody lot, I'm guessing? I always said it would ruffle some feathers. If my estate attorney is indisposed, or you're listening to this yourself, Arthur, I've always retained a copy of my will and testament at the Unterwald family mansion. You'll find your answers there. Toodaloo!
The mansion, of course. I shall inform Hermann Merman at once.
Wasn't he being detained?
You underestimate the man. I suspect he's already free from his bonds and taking matters into his own hands.
I can assure you, I'm not here to steal anyone's inheritance.
That's exactly what someone trying to steal our inheritance would say. We challenge you to another rematch.
Please, no!
I won't blink this time.
What the hell are you doing? Where are the prisoners?
Huh? Uh-oh.
Imbeciles! Must I do everything myself?
Come on, Arthur. It's time to put an end to this.
Not so fast.
Oh, he's got a gun. Get to the engine room, Diana. Stop the train.
I'm not leaving you.
Go!
Thought you could steal Lady Unterwald's estate, did you?
What? No!
I've worked too hard for too long for you to mess it all up. I'm afraid your will has been revoked. I tore it to shreds with my own 2 hands.
That's a criminal offense, you know.
Maybe so. But it's the end of the line for you, Arthur A. Ackerman. Goodbye. Any last words?
Wait! I have questions!
Questions? What questions could you possibly have? I already spelled it out for you.
Who are you again?
What are you talking about? Don't try to play coy with me, Mr. Ackerman.
No! Really? Do I know you?
Xianlu? Do you know how long it took to get close to Lady Unterwald? And just when I had her in the palm of my hand, who would show up and ruin the entire scheme but her meddling attorney?
I'm not sure why you're mad at me.
You not only stole my suit, but the estate I was working so hard to gain control of. You might have got this far by playing dumb, but it won't help you now.
You're breaking the law, you know.
Ah, you bureaucrats and your archaic rules. I tried playing things by the book, and look where that got me. I don't mind breaking a few rules if it means I get what I want.
How about we forget this whole thing ever happened?
Unacceptable, Mr. Ackerman. I'll be claiming the estate for my own, which makes you collateral damage, I'm afraid. We can't have you walking around with a claim to my prize, after all.
Is that a real gun you're holding?
I can assure you it's very real. Perhaps I should demonstrate.
That won't be necessary. Where were you hiding that pistol?
Never you mind.
Actually, I think that's enough questions.
Very well. Time's up. Goodbye, Mr. Ackerman.
Wait!
What on earth are you doing?
Objection!
Why do you persist in living?
Can we not just talk about this?
No. Now stay still.
Oh, I hope Diana's having better luck than me.
Bergman? What are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Are those financial documents you're burning?
What? I would do no such thing. These are merely old birthday cards. Nothing the tax office would be concerned with, I assure you.
Stop what you're doing, right now!
As the treasurer, I am at liberty to destroy unwanted documentation.
That's not true!
Even so, you didn't see anything.
That's it. You're under arrest.
Just a few more to go.
Out of the way. I need to stop this train.
Stop the train? Are you mad? No, we must keep going. We mustn't give the opportunity for Lady Unterwald's killer to disembark.
I need to get past. Arthur is in trouble.
Then you should go and help him. I'll stay here and keep watch.
What did you do to the train driver?
Oh, they'll be fine. I'm sure it's nothing more than a mild concussion.
The train can't operate without a driver, Bergman.
Well, the Royce Express seems to be operating just fine for now. As long as I keep this fire roaring, we can go all night.
I've had enough of this conversation.
Can't talk now. I've got paper to burn.
I really don't think you should be burning these.
Don't look in there. They're not important.
Maybe this stuff will get him talking.
Goodness, that's burning very effectively. What's all this smoke?
Are you all right, Bergman?
No, I'm not all right. I'm feeling a little peculiar, truth be told.
Bergman?
Stay back! You're scaring me. I need to burn all these incriminating documents. Why did I say that?
Tell me, why are you destroying those documents?
Because this is evidence. I need to protect myself from liability. What's happening, man? Pull yourself together.
Do you know who killed Lady Underworld?
No! I have no idea, and that terrifies me.
I'll have to report you to my superiors at Inland Revenue.
You wouldn't dare. But if you did, that would be devastating for me. Did I say that out loud? Oh, no.
Do you know it's a crime to destroy financial documents?
I do know. Oh, I've been a terrible treasurer. I've gambled away estate funds.
Did Lady Unterwald know about your gambling problem?
No, I don't think so. I never had the heart to tell her. And now she's gone.
Stealing from a poor old lady. This doesn't look great for you.
It wasn't like that. I'm telling the truth.
Lady Unterwald entrusted you. She'd be so disappointed.
That's right. I know it's true. Please, no more.
Burning the evidence. Will you ever take responsibility?
No more, I'm begging you.
You're going to have to face the consequences at some point.
Please, I can't go to prison. I'd never last in there. Nobody has to know. I know deep down that I played the victim because...
Because?
Because I can't own up to my mistakes. The truth is that I'm a wretched creature, a weak little man.
There. I'm sure it will be okay.
Forgive me, but I cannot forgive myself.
It's a white-collar crime, Bergman. It's serious, but it's not like you killed anyone.
No, I deserve to be locked up. I'm a danger to society.
Oh dear. I think that truth spray broke him.
You wet blanket of a man! Stop hiding, you spineless invertebrate! Come out, you coward! Ah! My eyes! My one weakness!
I think this controls the whistle. I think I managed to salvage some of them.
Woo! You have terrible aim!
What? Tunnel! Ha! You'll have to do better than that. Now, where was I? Bumbling buffoon! You wretched milquetoast! You blustering rodent! I can do this all day. Ah! My eyes! What's that? It can't be! Ah!
Huh. I guess I am a tunnelhead.
Quickly, Arthur! We need to stop this train!
I'm right behind you!
Now, how do I do that exactly? Oh, this wasn't part of my training. Nope. Okay, Bergman, it's time to go.
What? Heavens above, I don't like the sound of that.
Run, Arthur!
What happened? Is that Bergman?
I just filled that hatch with explosives.
How long do we have?
I'm guessing about 15 seconds or so.
Excuse me, but I have to ask. Why is everything shaking?
Take a look out the window, Gunther. See if you can tell what's going on. It looks like... Oh, my. Well, what is it? I think the train's about to... I think it's about to... About to what? Spit it out, I think.
I'm gonna explode.
You need to pace yourself, Lamont. It's a picnic, not an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Still, it's nice to get away every once in a while, hey, Bailey?
Do you hear that?
Yeah, what? That's probably just my stomach growling. Just breathe it all in. There's nothing like the peaceful sound of... Oh.
I'll get the car started.
That was quite the explosion.
My sleuthing arm! I think it's bruised.
It was a sloppy solution, but we stopped the train.
We sure did. Plus, nobody got hurt.
What the hell is going on here? We came as soon as we saw the explosion.
Thank goodness you're here, officers. These three villains plotted to kill my dear sister.
Never mind that. They deliberately crashed the train. My financial records have surely been destroyed. Oh, yes? Well, they endangered my staff and sabotaged my kitchen.
My allergies, they were exploited for personal gain.
I was tricked into reading this phony manuscript.
My clients are still buried under that rubble.
Nah, she'll be right, mate.
Is all of that true?
Cuff 'em, Bailey. They're coming to the station for questioning.
Just sit tight with the others, Miss Osterhagen.
Don't worry about me. I'll be out of here in no time.
Nobody try any funny business, okay? I don't want to get in trouble again. I'll be right here if you need anything. Bailey says I have to keep an eye on you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Arthur, is that you?
It's me. So, how did your interrogation go? I'm sure Lamont and Bailey are fun, once you get to know them.
Listen, we've got to figure a way out of here. Look around your cell. See what you can find.
It couldn't hurt to look around.
Psst, hey, is that you, kid? Don, is that you?
I knew your voice sounded familiar. Don't tell me those casino goons got you too, huh?
Well, we've been accused of murdering Lady Unterwald.
Whoa, that's ice cold, pal. I really underestimated you. You know, you don't seem like the killing type.
But I didn't!
Relax, okay? We're drinking from the same bottle. They got me on a load of baloney, too. Listen, we can't stand around yakking all day, all right? We need to figure a way out of here.
It's empty. There's nothing in there to flush. That'd be a waste of water. They haven't cleaned these sheets in a while. I think that's reversed the flow of the water. Oh, it it's so close, but just out of reach. It's the key I used to get out of my chains. I might be able to get into the lockbox. Just gotta give it a little whack with the old umbrella. Uh-oh.
How'd you get that?
Oh, this? I found it at my cell.
Sorry, but I've got to confiscate it. You know, it looks kinda like Lamont's umbrella.
I'm sure we just have the same great taste in rain protection.
I've got to lock it away, just in case you were planning a daring escape.
That's perfectly understandable. Oh, looks like Jimmy dropped something from the lockbox. Oh, it's so close, but just out of reach. Jimmy!
Lamont told me not to talk to you, Mr. Ackerman.
I can't use that. That's odd. What's the roulette ball doing here?
Here goes nothing. Can Don be trusted with this? Probably not. Something's coming your way, Diana!
Ah! Who is doing that obnoxious clicking? I can barely hear myself think. Who's out there? Reveal yourself!
Is Diana there?
Who are... You know Diana?
Keep your voice down.
Who are you?
Listen, I'm from the Inland Revenue Secret Service.
Is this about my self-assessment? You people are relentless!
I'm not here about your taxes, idiot. I'm trying to break you out.
A jailbreak? Are you mad? What about my reputation? I'd be branded an escaped fugitive. On the other hand, it would definitely give a boost to my book sales.
Listen, Herbert, stop daydreaming and pay attention. We need to get you three to Lady Unterwald's mansion.
The mansion?
The family are preparing a second will reading.
I suppose it would be an opportunity to clear my name.
And there's no time to waste. Do you have anything in your cells that could bend those bars?
Nothing immediate comes to mind. I'll have to think about it.
There's an item floating in here. I should retrieve it. Carefully. this key should unlock these chains. That did the job. Hey, Agent Tam. You see that shiny ball over there? I bet it's valuable. That's it. Bring it back to me. There's a good field agent. I knew you could do it. I'll just put this in here. Heads up, Arthur.
There's something in there. I should probably fish it out. That's the magnetic ball Donnie used to rig his roulette games. This is probably waterproof. Time to reunite Donnie with an old friend. I sent something your way, Don.
All right, let's see what we got here. You're a miracle worker, kid. I'll still need one of you to distract that bozo outside, though. Maybe you can make some noise to get his attention.
What's that noise? Is somebody flushing contraband? You better stop that right now!
I got a hold of his keys. Enjoy your nap, pal.
I can't get any leverage with this suction cup. Come on, plunger, don't fail me now! Plunge! Plunge! I think it's working.
You might want to stand away from the wall.
Are we sure any of them actually did it, Lamont?
There's a lot of string here, Bailey. Are you really going to argue with all this red string? Besides, they freely admitted to multiple other crimes in their own testimonies.
I suppose. We could... What's that noise?
No, they can't be. The prisoners! Hey! Stop escaping, you ruddy delinquents!
Thanks for breaking me out of the joint.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Hey, it's been a blast, but old Donnie's got to fend for himself, you know? Hey, you give those crooks a beating for old Don, you hear me? Good luck to you guys.
Hop on, everyone!
Where are we going?
We need to get to that mansion.
Did we get here first?
Where is everybody?
And you're quite sure, Dr. Hirsch?
Uh-oh, they're heading this way.
Indeed. We believe the murder weapon was fired as a projectile.
Hide!
Well, this is quite the development.
That's not all, Arista.
Oh, what's that? There's more?
The dart. It was tipped with some sort of poison.
Did I hear you right? Did you say poison?
Even if the dart hadn't hit an artery, I'm afraid Lady Unterwald's death was inevitable.
The killer wasn't leaving it to chance then. Tell me, who else knows about this?
I will consult with the rest of the Order this evening. I wanted to bring my findings to family members first, out of courtesy.
Of course. My dear sister would have appreciated that. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Doctor. Oh, would you turn around and tell me what that is over there, dear?
I don't see anything.
Oh my! Dr. Hirsch!
I'm afraid the poor doctor has taken a tumble, Gunter. We need to move quickly. Take him to the basement, the both of you. Come to the lounge when you're finished. The executor is about to read Lady Unterwald's will.
Is this about our inheritance, Mother?
I intend to sell the estate over to Mr. Liu as soon as we gain control of the assets. He may have broken every bone in his body, but I'm sure he can manage a signature.
Yes, Mother.
They're gone. The coast is clear.
Dr. Hirsch revealed the killer to us, but at what cost?
What a twist! My novel is going to be a real page-turner.
We need to focus on finding the original will and testament. We can't let them benefit from that fraudulent copy. Arthur, you head to the library room.
All right. I can catch up on some light reading.
I'll check in on Lady Unterwald's private study. Herman, you check out the basement.
I get the murder basement? Are you trying to get me killed?
We can use the pneumatic tube system to send each other any clues we find.
That's definitely more refined than the prison tube system.
Okay, move out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today to mourn the passing of our dear Lady Unterwald.
Struck down by her scheming attorney, a meddling detective, and a train-wrecking saboteur. At least we can take some comfort in knowing that those three are securely behind bars.
Thank you, Arista. I have in my possession the last known copy of Lady Unterwald's last will and testament.
Arista must have provided the executor with a fake copy of the will. Lady Unterwald said that a copy of her genuine will is kept here. I have to find it before the reading finishes. Lord Unterwald had an extensive collection of travel guides. It's a weathered cigar box, adorned with intricate carvings. The souvenirs from Lord Unterwald's extensive travels. Lord Unterwald must have taken this as a souvenir. This scenic oil painting captures the beauty of some distant mountain range. This piece deserved more than languishing in this dusty study. What a pity. It details Lord Unterwald embarking on one of his many expeditions. It's an itinerary for a global expedition spanning multiple countries. I wonder if Lord Unterwald completed his trip. What mansion would be complete without a set of swords adorning the walls? I wonder who made this, before it found its way into Lord Unterwald's possession. This painting looks worthy of closer inspection. Aha! The last will and testament must be stored inside the safe. It's a safe with a combination wheel lock. If I can listen to the mechanism, I should be able to crack it. Let's give this a listen, shall we? 6. That's a click on 3. Almost there. I think I got it. Huh? That was almost too easy. Oh, blast. It's a smaller safe, with another 2 locking mechanisms. Is it expecting a fingerprint of some sort? This looks like another voice-activated lock.
I should look around for clues.
Let's leave him here for now. My arms are getting tired.
I should check on the doctor, but keep my distance from those ghastly twins. This has been down here a while. It's covered in a fine layer of dust. It's an old-looking notebook. It seems Lord Unterwald was keeping a record of his astronomy observations. Sorry, George. I need this more than you do. Ooh, I wonder if the estate would let me have one of these. I wonder where my next adventure will take me. Hopefully somewhere with a warmer climate. Let's see if the doctor had anything on his person. The only thing he had was this weird syringe. Apologies, Doctor.
Isn't it your turn yet?
What's the matter, Gunther? I thought you loved digging holes.
Can't we do this later? I really don't want to miss the execution.
The executor, you imbecile. Why did Auntie waste all that money on your so-called education? That's money she could have left to me in her will.
You won't be getting anything if we're late. They'll have taken all the good stuff already. We'll be left with the scraps.
Is that how it works? Can they really do that?
Well, I'm not waiting around to find out. Come on!
I hate how lifelike these statues are. Whatever was Auntie thinking?
It has to be one of Pierre's creations. Just look at the detailing. He even carved in her fingerprints.
Let's get out of here. It's giving me the creeps.
Now, where was I?
My God!
Doctor, are you quite all right?
Herman, how did you get here? Why does my neck hurt so much?
You landed on it.
Of course, that mad woman tried to dart me. How did you know to use the adrenaline shot?
I was grasping at straws.
No, that was the intuition of an extraordinary detective. You did it, Herman.
I did? You're right! I did!
I suspect the poison in this dart will be the very same used on Lady Unterwald.
So, it was Arista all along!
That's right, but this may not be enough evidence. We need a confession.
I don't think she's the confessing type.
Maybe there's a way to make her talk. If we can get a confession, it should be enough to clear your names.
What happened to the rest of the order?
There were a few broken thumbs when the train derailed, but nothing too serious.
Have the order come to stop the will reading?
They sent me as their delegate, but it seems I failed. There may still be time, though.
Do you think the twins are in on it?
I think they have the combined intellect of a toddler, so are easily influenced.
What do I need to be doing again?
We need to get a confession out of Arista. It should be enough to clear your names and disinherit her from any claim to the estate. They're about to begin the will reading, so I suggest you hurry.
I'll be right back.
Don't be long, Herman.
Ode to Lemon Cake. Huh. I think Lady Unterwald recorded herself on this vinyl. I see a few worn-looking history books. These could be artifacts in their own right. Hey, it's about Lord Unterwald. The esteemed nobleman has returned from his successful voyage around the world with tales of riches that verge on the farcical. Lord and Lady Unterwald were certainly a formidable duo. These look rare and expensive. I probably shouldn't touch them. I'd love to have a play with this, but it looks delicate and expensive. It's a painting of an old man. There's a certain sadness in his eyes. I believe it's a painting of Lord Unterwald. The rumor goes that he just mysteriously vanished one day. Lady Unterwald didn't like to talk about it. It's quite cozy. I feel the bear wouldn't have approved. Oof, that's hot. Aw, it's a set of horsehead statues. Hey, I think one of Herman's novels is in here. It's Lady Unterwald on the first train she ever had commissioned. It's a newspaper clipping of an article about the Royce Express. The Unterwald Empire has unveiled the world's first steam turbine locomotive, promising to transform the landscape of railway transportation. It's an oil study of the mansion grounds. Huh. It's a painting of Hagen as a child. Maybe he really was the favorite. That's Lady Unterwald's voice. I'll need another wire reel to record anything.
Okay, that's ready to be requested.
I'll just request the inbound package. Nice. That looks like it's worked. There's nothing to record. It was reassuring to hear Lady Unterwald again. I should be able to capture Lady Unterwald's voice with this. All right. That's ready to be requested now.
There's a package ready to be requested. I'll take it.
Okay, that's in the system.
Aha! What do we have here?
Nice. It fits.
Success! Is that a skull? Well, that doesn't bode well. I suppose it wouldn't be a creepy murder basement without a shallow grave.
I hope it isn't intended for me.
There's not much here. I might as well add the rest of this. Oh, ho, ho! This stuff is potent! That doesn't sound good. I hope the pipes can handle that much pressure. Ah, that's better. Ah, that's better. Ah, that's better. Ah, that's better. It's already melted, but hardening fast. It's full of silver cutlery. Oh, this must be worth a small fortune.
Ah, the guest dinnerware. That hasn't been used in a while.
Lady J. Unterwald, heiress of the Unterwald Empire. The wax is too hard. I'll need to get it more malleable. It's already melted, but hardening fast. There! I've managed to create a wax impression. Here goes.
There's a package ready to be requested. I'll take it. This wax imprint could fool the mechanism. There's one more locking mechanism to get through. This looks like another voice-activated lock. I'll play Lady Unterwald's voice near the lock. Success! Incredible! It worked! Lady Unterwald was right. The original will is here. We need to get this to the executor and confront the family at once.
I, Lady Unterwald, being of sound mind and legal capacity, leave my entire estate to my dear sister-in-law, Arista Gudrun.
Yes! All right, Mr. Liu. It's time to honor our agreement. I hope you can still hold a pen.
Stop the reading at once!
You three again. What are you doing here?
What's all this?
That document is a fake. We have the genuine copy right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this looks to be genuine. However, we should postpone the reading until I can evaluate the authenticity.
No!
You answer to me now. Inland Revenue will go through the estate with a fine-tooth comb.
Is that right? Well, any responsibility will fall to John here, just as soon as he signs.
You helped to build the Royce Express. Is that correct?
That's right. I designed her with my own 2 hands. The Royce Express could have been the future of rail transportation. But thanks to you, it's a smoldering wreck.
And yet you were willing to throw away your future for a payout. Jean-Loup had no intention of using your technology. He just wanted to remove his competition.
I admire your idealism, but that's business, dear. That's hardly a crime. It's just capitalism.
Lady Unterwald would have never allowed that to happen.
My dear sister didn't have the stomach to run an empire. Sometimes you have to make the difficult choices. She never understood that.
You were tired of living in your sister's shadow, weren't you?
Stop it! Stop this at once! It's not true!
Just admit it. You schemed to take her legacy and her life.
No! No, no, no!
Huh. I felt the ground shake beneath my feet.
I'll handle this.
Now it's my turn!
I'll handle this.
You answer to me now. Were you and Mr. Liu working together on this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just look at him. Hasn't poor John suffered enough?
You were aware of Jean's attempts to inform on Lady Unterwald.
Jean has been nothing but loyal. I only wish my dear sister could have seen that. He even volunteered to take the estate off our hands for a very generous price. Oh, don't worry, John. Our agreement is but a signature away.
You had to know we wouldn't just go quietly.
I'm sure the authorities are already en route. If there's any justice, you'll be back behind bars in no time at all.
I'll handle this. Do you have anything to confess, Arista?
I have nothing to confess, no! Go back to your cells where you belong.
Come on! You don't want to confess just a little bit?
No! And you should all be behind bars!
Come on, Arista! Confess already!
No!
Why did you try to frame us for murder?
How dare you come here and accuse me of framing anyone? I won't be lectured by a bunch of train-destroying fugitives.
Bergman mishandled the estate's finances. Isn't that right?
I say, there's no evidence for that, you know.
That would be hard to prove, Arthur. All those records burned up in that little derailment of yours.
Now it's my turn! You used me to fix your hearing horn! You made me an accessory!
I have to thank you for your assistance with that, Detective. I couldn't have used my horn otherwise. My poor boys would have been lost in those vents for hours.
How deep does this conspiracy go, Arista?
There's no conspiracy, dear.
Then how do you explain my publishers denying the suburban burden?
What's that? What on earth are you talking about?
Herman.
But I think we can all agree it was a little suspicious. The Order won't stand for this, you know.
The Order? Oh, please. I set that whole thing up.
Sorry? What was that?
The Order was intended as an advisory board to nudge my sister in the right direction. Who do you think was doing the nudging?
Wait, you started the Order of Idle Hands?
Indeed. It was all in my sister's best interest, of course. I found them to be quite persuasive before they got carried away with their own customs. Alas, by the end, even poor John here couldn't get them to do his bidding.
Well, now we feel a bit used.
When did you last speak to Dr. Hirsch?
Dr. Hirsch? I can't recall. It's been a while since I saw him.
Are you sure you haven't seen the doctor?
Like I said, I wouldn't have a clue of his whereabouts. Now stop asking!
Perhaps we should search the estate for Dr. Hirsch?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure he's just been delayed, that's all.
I propose we start our search in the basement.
The basement? No, you can't! No, no, no!
What was that?
There's no need for anyone to venture into the basement, Herman.
I'll handle this. You tried to sell, and Lady Unterwald caught on to your scheme, didn't she?
No, that's not true!
Lady Unterwald was leaving you nothing, and you couldn't stand it!
My dear sister would do no such thing! You were parading around a phony document, a forgery.
Lady Unterwald cut you out of her will, so you killed her!
No! No, no, no! What was that? Oh, I feel so strange. Everyone, listen to me! I said, listen to me!
It's over, Arista. There's no getting out of this one.
What? Dr. Hirsch? But I killed you! You should be dead! Wait, did I say that out loud? What's happening?
Looks like someone got a strong dose of truth serum.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid an attempt was made on my life with this poison dart.
Why didn't it work? It was no different to the one I used to kill your dear Lady Unterwald.
Mother?
Oh dear.
Why couldn't she just sell the estate? We'd all have been rich instead of living in her shadow.
You treasonous goat!
What have you done to me? Why did I say that?
What did you do, Mother?
Seize her!
I think it's time to leave, boys. Help your dear mother escape.
Come on, we have to stop her.
Make a break for the door, boys!
Oh, good. I'm not too late to the party.
Who the hell are you?
The name's Dirk Chiselton, and you're under arrest.
Stop him, boys!
We won't let you near our mother. You'll have to go through us first.
Oh, that suits me just fine. Allow me to introduce you to Hammer and Chisel.
Isn't it Dirk Chiselton fighting the twins?
Oh no! Why'd it have to be Chiselton?
We should help. We can't let them get away.
Let me go, you bounder! Hiya!
I'll save you, Chiselton!
Looks like we got here just in time, Chiselton. How'd you figure it out?
Volsfrey laid a lot of the groundwork. I just put the pieces together.
Well, we'd better get these three back to the station.
You can't arrest me. I'm innocent. And rich. You can't put rich people in handcuffs.
Shut up, both of you!
Come on, let's go.
That was some fine detective work, Herman.
It was?
Listen, Herman, I've got a case that's been bugging me for a while. Wouldn't mind another pair of eyes on it, if you're, interested.
You're suggesting we form some sort of crime-fighting detective duo?
Yeah, something like that. Are you in?
It's all I've ever wanted!
Well, Diana,
You disrespected my orders, stole a bunch of classified gadgets, and blew up an express train. However, I can't argue with the results. Congratulations, field agent.
I've got the job. I'm a field agent.
I knew you could do it, Diana.
Well done, Arthur. We owe you a great debt. I suppose you'll be running the estate now that you own the place.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
It can be more of an advisory role, you know. The Order can handle the day-to-day operations. We are here to lend a hand.
Say, Arthur, I don't suppose you'd be interested in a job?
You want me to work for Inland Revenue?
I'm afraid it'd be a strictly bureaucratic position for now. The amount of paperwork generated from this mission alone will keep us occupied for months. We'd need a professional lackey to sort through this mess.
You said there'd be paperwork and bureaucracy?
Oh, yes, stacks of it, I'm afraid. And you'd have to be comfortable wearing the uniform, of course.
There's a uniform?
That's right, but it's perhaps a little unadventurous for your taste.
I'll take it!
Are we really letting those three go?
How do you mean?
They may not have murdered Lady Unterwald, but they committed so many other crimes.
You forget, we've got them on record confessing to their lots.
I suppose so.
Have a little faith, Bailey. We were always one step ahead.
I'm in.
Good work, Agent. You know what you have to do. Leave no trace.
Yes, ma'am.